what a great day, and welcome back to the Kooky Kitchen. We're doing another pantry party because why? Because we cleaned out our freezer and we found things. And we made one of my DIY rice mixes last night, and it made a whole bunch. That's what's in this bottom bowl. When I went to the freezer to grab what I thought was chicken stock, I grabbed 2 of these cans. They're not labeled. That's why you always label. Now, when I went back and looked, the other jars that are chicken stock were labeled chicken stock. This has got to be pumpkin juice. You know, when you cook your pumpkin and you get it all nice and soft, and then I freeze mine because most of the time we give it to our dogs, but you have to drain it, right? Because in case you want to use it to make a pie, you want to drain it. That's what this is. It's super sweet. It almost tastes like apple, but I didn't do that to apple, so it's got to be pumpkin. Anyway, I'm rambling. I have 2 jars to use. So, I had to think of something. And I'm going to make, I think, kind of a fried rice type situation. I've got these jalapeno cheddar links. I'm going to slice in medallions. I'm going to brown them a little bit. I'm going to add some pumpkin to it to thicken up and kind of glaze the medallions of sausage. Then I'm going to throw in, I got a whole bag of onions and peppers still frozen. Hopefully it'll get thawed out enough I can break some off. I'm going to throw those in there with some vegetables. Let that saute for a while. And then I'm going to add my rice from yesterday. And we're just going to mix it up. Oh, and I'm going to put some scrambled eggs in there, I think, right? Isn't that how you do it? I don't know. Anyway, let me get started by slicing up our sausage. Our sausages are sliced and sizzling. The packet had 3 in there, and it was just under a pound. So I probably got 2/3 of a pound, but I'm sure you could put the whole pound of sausage in there. Depending on how much rice you have, probably, right? Anyway, I'm going to get this browned. I put in about a 1/2 a cup to 3/4 of a cup of my frozen mixed onions and bell peppers. I probably would have put a cup, but it is like frozen solid, and that was all I could get out. So that's what I'm going with. Now what I see right here is, I don't know if I told you, these are jalapeno cheddar sausages, and I think that cheddar is coming out. I didn't plan for that, but we will see. It is time for me to add the veggies. I got mixed carrots and peas, and I think I'm going to add about a cup. So now I'm going to measure the pumpkin, I don't know if I call it juice or syrup or what, but I'm going to measure that and the rice just so we have a little better idea of what I've done. So the first thing is I'm going to use a 1/2 a cup, and I'm going to cook that until that kind of caramelizes and glazes up on my sausage and vegetables. All right, I think we're just about there. And I think you can see how that is starting to kind of get thicker, kind of glazing all the food. So now I'm going to actually measure my rice to see how much I have. I'm probably going to use the whole bowl because it's going to be dinner tonight. We have 2.5 cups of rice. Now I'm just going to chop it, and I'm going to mix it all in. And I think I add my eggs at the end. Maybe a little bit of soy sauce too. Okay, let me get this mixed. This is what it looks like all mixed up. I've actually turned the heat down a little bit because I don't want to burn the bottom of the rice. I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup. I'm going to grab me a couple of eggs so I'm ready to put them in when it's time. Time to scramble up our eggs. Let them start cooking and mix it all in with our rice. Is that how you, I don't know, is that how you make, I have never made fried rice in my life. This will be quite the experiment. Or do I just start mixing it all in? Or do I need to get it, see, I got a lot of questions here. If you've made fried rice before, Put me some hints down in the comments. Son, what do you think?
You're supposed to be mixing it high heat with everything.
And I mix it all together?
Yeah.
All right. He says high heat, mix it all together. I'm turning it up and I'm going to... Oh, he's taking over. And we're going to get this going. So my hope is this is going to be a little wetter than an actual fried rice. And it's going to be spicy from the jalapeno sausages and sweet from our pumpkin syrup, or I don't know what you call it when you drain it from cooked pumpkin. I assume syrup. But no, I did not make a syrup out of it. I didn't make a simple syrup with it. So we'll just sit here and watch Kyle cook. It's okay with me. And I did two eggs. I figured that'd be enough.
That's a big pumpkin later. Probably should have done the rice and the egg first to get a good fried rice. Like
I should have taken the other stuff. Oh, well, I didn't want that.
Oh, okay.
I wanted, yeah, this is the texture I wanted. I wanted a little bit wetter than fried rice. Okay, we're going to finish this up and we're going to drizzle. I'm going to take one package of, I have all those condiment packages. We're going to mix that in as well. When there's a plate of food, you know what that means. It's time to taste test. This is still pretty hot, so I cut the sausages up, hopefully to let it cool down a little bit so we don't burn our mouths.
This is good.
It's not as spicy as I expected and not as sweet as I expected.
Right in between.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going to have to watch the video and write down what I did. This is really good. So, first of all, if you don't have a rice mix that you've made yourself, use the box stuff. Use Rice-A-Roni. Mine was butter herb. I think a rice pilaf would work. Make it the day before so you got day old rice. And then you're going, well, what about the pumpkin syrup stuff you had? Let me do some research, but I'm going to think there's several things that could probably be used in its place. But I'll do some research and figure that out. And this is a recipe I will be posting on my website. I'm a little behind on updating the website. So I think the last thing I needed to post was a little over a week ago. It's still not there. Hopefully this weekend I will get that done. And because I don't like to post a recipe until we get it exactly how we want it. And then the thought is when you download that recipe for absolutely free, then you play with it and you help it come to a flavor profile for you and your family. That's what it's all about. The website that you can find the recipes is www.thekookiekitchen.com. I'll put that in the description below as well. Thank you for hanging out with us here at the Kooky Kitchen for another pantry party. Like I said, we cleaned out the freezer, so you might see several pantry parties compared to some of the other series that we have going on. We're trying to be really organized and set up a new series so we can set up playlists. We did start a new one called Garden to Glass, where we're experimenting with different teas where we use herbs from our garden, mints and stuff. We still got cookbook curiosities. We've still got back thin bites. We do have the messy garden to the zesty garden, but you can't really film a garden every day. That's kind of boring. But I will give periodic updates. Anyway, that's it, folks. That's it. And we hope that we've inspired you to come up with some great creative ways to use up leftovers or any food that needs to be used. You can do it. We have faith in you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see more videos like this. Give us a thumbs up. Help our channel out, please. comment below on how we really should be making fried rice. That would be great. And we'll see you next time here at the Kooky Kitchen. Stay kooky, my kitchen friends. Bye.